Welcome to Bintulu, a city on the western side of Malaysian Borneo. I got here about 45 minutes ago into the hotel, which is in the old town. And this is the Esplanade. It is a coastal town and it's more known for its industrial side. But the council of the state of Sarawak, which the city is part of, has decided that it's going to start spending money on this place to make it more touristy. And from the looks of it, it needs to spend a lot more money. So I got here from Miri, the last place I was at. I got a bus from there, took 3.5 hours to get here. It cost me 27 ringgit, and the plan is to be here till tomorrow morning and then go on to the next place. And the only reason I've come here is to split up the journey, which I'm going further west to, and the city I want to go to would have taken about 17 hours on a bus. Not for me. So I'm gonna have a little wander around to see what this place is like. Now the hotel I'm in is £10 a night. It is basic and it's got no Wi-Fi in the room at all. So I spent most of my time sat on a step by reception trying to find anything out about this place. Just seen some wildlife. There's a crane. So this is the river which leads down to the sea down there, and about an hour's walk that way towards the sea there is a beach, seemingly. So I was on the step trying to find all the interesting places to go to, and this is one of them. This is the Esplanade. There is 3 markets in a row going that way, and yeah, there's a Chinese temple there. They're going to make this touristy. Yeah, a bit of money. Let's see if there's any views of the river from up here. And there it is. Seen better days. Now I knew this would be not the best place to come to when I told my previous hotel I was coming down to Bintulu, and they asked why you come here. So straight away I knew maybe it was not the best choice, but everywhere's got history, everywhere's got culture, and I'm going to try and find it. So Bintulu was a small fishing village until they discovered natural gas in the late 20th century, and it boomed up, and that's the market behind me. One of 3. That's one of them. Oh, sorry, 2 of them. And there's the 3rd one over there. So it's got a population of about 230,000. And it's predicted to get a lot bigger. Why do they have to have loud engines? Oh, that looks interesting. Let's go over there. So this is Queen Street. But to say so there. According to the map, this is just a fountain. But it looks a bit different from usual fountains. You've got a lot of people just sat around in the shade, taking in the day. Oh, that is unusual. get a closer look. It looks quite new as well. Maybe this is what they're spending the money on. I was going to try and find out if you can get up there, but I don't think you can. Now the temperature today is, as it was yesterday and the day before, it's 32 degrees. The city does have some history. In 1867, Bintulu made its mark on history by hosting the first ever Sarawak State Legislative Assembly, basically where modern government in Sarawak begins. That's the state of Sarawak. And it's commemorated with a clock tower which has 4 timings, all of them wrong. And then you've got a little sign here which states at the top, Tubu Council Negri Sarawak. I don't know if you can see it because it's very shiny. Council Negri is the oldest legislature and the biggest fully elected assembly in Malaysia. The assembly established its first inaugural meeting was held on 8th of September 1867. So, if you can see that, well done. And then across the road you've got, this looks modern. Lots of car dealerships, cafes, restaurants. And then behind there, you can just see a crane. So they're building a bridge going from one side of the river to the other. As we got close to it, the taxi driver got very excited, saying it's cost millions and millions of ringgit, and it'll be open in about 3 months' time. So I'm going to try and get a bit closer to it. Yeah, this place is really, really modern. I've just seen the price of Guinness, 70 ringgit. Ouch. Now this looks a lot different from across the road. Oh, there's a better view of the river down there. Right. Can we go in there? I'm just going to step over. It looks like it's a walkway. Oh, better view of river. Oh, look at all that, lot. It's fish in the water, on the land. I've come to where the fishing boats are. And there's a lot of them. So there's the market. I was at earlier. Esplanade further on down that way. But this is the end of the road for this walkway. And I do like this little sign here. Bintulu information. Activity plaza, viewing point, toilet, car park. That's all the information you need, isn't it? So I've decided I'm hungry, and this is just a nice little cafe on the side of the street, and I'm just looking at the menu now. I think this is an Indian restaurant. The girl's just been around to have a look, asked me what I wanted. I didn't have a clue, but I've got my food. Now, I'm not a big spicy food lover, never have been. She's recommended this. She's told me it's not spicy, it's moderate. So I've got lamb, I've got vegetables, I've got the famous yellow white, I've got a mini pompadour and an egg. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of spicy food. We'll see how spicy it is. That's my level of spiciness, that's just right. So the rice itself's got carrot, peppers in it, onion. Really good. And the lamb, a lot of bone. A lot of bone. All bone. I enjoyed that. That was really, really nice. I mean, I don't know what it's called because I was taken to the kitchen and they showed me lots of dishes and I just went, what's that one? Oh, it's lamb, but not hot curry. But if you ever come to the city, it's the famous Nasi Kanda corner. It's famous. Well, it's famous here. When I was talking to the waitress, she was really wanting to speak to me because she wanted to practice her English. She says there's not many foreigners come here at all, and it's a good chance for her to practice the language she's been taught. So I asked her what there is to do around here. She's given me some pointers, and there is a corridor of culture, about a 20-minute walk. So I've just had to climb over this. I'll show you. It's just a big construction site. And I just had lots of people staring at me going, what's he doing? 3 months to clear that up. At least there's a path here. Well, that's where I'm heading for, over there. I'm now back on safe ground. I'm on a path and road. And these buildings do look old. But then you come down the very bottom, very modern. I'm not too far away from where the corridor of culture is. I'm hoping it's worth it. Bintulu Historical and Cultural Corridor. Wow. I wouldn't expect this. Oh, and homeless people as well. So in all the walls there is artwork, and the artwork tells the stories of the different indigenous tribes that lived here, and it's their history. Corridor Pembangunan Bintulu. Oh wow. It's probably hoping too much. Malaysian. Still, it's a nice little area. So I'm guessing it represents each tribe. But the story I get from this one is they were all happy doing their fishing, and then they were sitting together eating the fish and making pottery, and then the British came along with their newfangled ideas and they started doing farming, and then they started making food stalls and vehicles, and then Industrial Revolution. In fact, have a look at this one. They're there with the wheelbarrows and the building stuff at the back, and then the lorries came along with the timber. And there's the big boss man there, and then they carried on farming. Lovely little story. One thing I did read about while I had the internet in the hotel was to find the old airport, which was the airport used by the Japanese during the Second World War. It was a strategic point for the Japanese on the island, but it has since changed into a park. Now, I asked the girl in the restaurant, where is this place? She hadn't got a clue. But she said this park, which is opposite the cultural centre over there, could be it, and on the map it looks big enough that it could have been an airport. At the moment there's just lots of people walking and jogging. Now I've been trying to get over this, I can't. Not because I'm not fit enough, it's just because it's too high. And I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. And every time I do try and get across, there's always a load of cars coming down. So, and then there is the fact there is another storm drain in between. God. This city is just one big, massive obstacle course. I mean, to get here, I had to climb through all this lot. And it's a main road. I found a gap. There's a gap. Strong drain goes all the way down. Let's try and cross this with a bit of balance. You know, you go on TV and sometimes when someone is doing something dangerous and it comes up, do not try this at home. Crossing this, do not try this at home. So I've walked down a little bit more to try and find if there was an end to it where I could just walk across. No, it goes all the way around. I mean, all the way around. So I took the leap, the jump, Sense of balance isn't too good. Nearly fell in, but I didn't. I had a little wobble. But all the way around here, it's just loads of people running. So this is obviously a running route within the city. There's various stages of fitness. Some people have been going straight past. Some people are just a little bit faster than me. So this is what I think is the old airport. What was once used for war is now a park. If it is this place. Now it looks like that is a track, but is that a walk around? I'm not too sure if I should be in the grass. Oh, no, because there's lots of holes everywhere. Damn. A pavilion. Right, I might have a walk towards that. Oh, is that more store drains? No, you're joking. That one's a bit smaller, easier. I could have jumped that. Right, pavilion. Let's have a look. I thought I'd join in. I might do a little lap. I mean, I have been overtaken a fair few times, but there's a lot of people walking, so I'm joining in with them. My contribution to a bit of fitness. So that's the pavilion behind me. It's pretty old. And then over there on the other side is that thing there. Bit bright and golden. Well, I was going to do a lap, but can't be bothered. I am very impressed by the amount of people running, not just in the inner circle but on the outside as well. On the drive into this city, there were so many mansions, and even in this place here, look at that. There's some serious money around here. And it's not just the runners. Look at them crazy people. They do like their fitness round here. I mean, it looks like it's just one big mass exercise class. God, everyone's sweating. Except for me. Does that mean I'm acclimatised? Right, I've left all the fitness behind and I'm walking down the road and I've just seen this burbling up. Now there is a lot of construction work going on over there and over there, but this just keeps bubbling up, of which half of it is now on me. That's what you get for standing too close to mud, cement, unearthly things. You have a shower and get back. And that was Bintulu, the fitness capital of Borneo, with all them crazy people. It's been an okay city. It's not somewhere I think I would stay for more than 2 days, which is probably a good thing. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. But where am I going next? I'm off to Cebu, a place recommended to me this morning by a taxi in Miri. The bus leaves at 9:30, so I am going to head back to the hotel now, especially as the sun is about to go down. That's a lovely sunset by the bridge, and there is dark clouds coming. so I do not want to get rained on. Now this time I've come the opposite way, which means it's not an obstacle course climbing over stuff just to get back to the hotel. But if you've enjoyed this video, you just got to press that like button. If you've got any comments on the beauty of Bintulu, then comment away. Let you go first, mate, because you're bigger than me. Car wasn't going to stop. And if you want to see what Cebu is like, because it has been recommended, press subscribe and click that bell in the corner. But until next time, bye bye for now.